Hi guys, my name's Justyn, and I'm going to be guiding you through a quick yoga practice to help alleviate lower back pain. So, a little bit about lower back pain, and everyone's different, but most times when people are suffering from lower back discomfort or pain or inflammation, it's because these core structures and these core muscles are just not working how they're supposed to. Right? We have all of these different muscles in these areas, and sometimes when we get hurt or when our body just falls out of alignment from doing normal things, certain muscles can start to take over and overcompensate for wherever it is we're weak. Okay, so before we start, I want you to place your right hand right underneath your belly button and your left hand on the other side of it, on your sacrum, on that big flat bone at the very base of your spine. Okay, and before we start to breathe, I just want you guys to start to gently rock your pelvis forward and then back as you tuck the pelvis under. Okay, and you can close your eyes here, and I just want you to slowly rock forward to back so that you can start to feel the alignment of your spine that feels best. So as you're moving your pelvis forward to back, just take note of how each angle feels. And I want you to find the angle that feels the best. So most times it's going to be the angle that allows you to completely stack your spine straight. Okay, so find that spot for you, and then make sure you suck in your belly button towards your spine. That's what's going to activate those inner core muscles to keep the spine straight where it is. Okay, once you find that spot, I really want you to visualize your spine and all of the vertebrae as they go all the way up to your skull. And from the very base of your spine, I want you to start to stack each vertebrae as you begin to lift up through the crown of your head. So now we're no longer sinking down into our skeleton, but we are lifting through the crown of the head. Imagine that there is a golden string from the very base of your spine going through each vertebrae all the way up through the crown of your head. So as you start to stack yourself upward, also tuck your chin back and then lift through the center of your head. Okay, until you find that nice aligned spine. I want you to leave your hands, your right hand here, and then bring your left hand, put it right on top of the right. Now we're just going to take some deep diaphragmatic breaths right into this space. So as you take a deep breath in through the nose, breathe all the way down into your hands. Exhale through the mouth. Just let it all go and continue to breathe into your hands. Bring energy, bring oxygen all the way down into this space. So as you continue to breathe here, keep your eyes closed and just begin to feel that new, fresh energy. Breathing all the way down into your lower belly and into your lower back. You should be able to actually feel your breath and your awareness moving to this lower part of your abdomen. And take one more deep breath in here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just letting go of any cares or worries that you have in this moment, just letting them go. Continue to breathe in this way, deeply in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth, and just bring your hands to prayer. Still breathing all the way down into the lower belly, still lifted through the crown of the head, and just breathing deeply. And just take a moment to set your intention for this short session, that you receive what you need for your best and highest good. So just state that intention to yourself, either in your mind or out loud. And just be in a state of receiving. Good. So now we're going to lay on our backs, lower yourself down, hug your knees, and just a little disclaimer, not even a disclaimer, but just whenever you're doing anything at all, yoga, working out, even if you're just sitting, be aware of your body and listen to it. Okay, if any of these things that I am guiding you through doesn't feel right or safe in your body, then don't do them. Listen to your body. That is the real practice of yoga, okay? So with your head down, your chin tucked, so your whole spine is long, grab onto your knees, and we're just going to start to make these little circles with the knees. And we're still breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. And you're just going to start to kind of massage your lower back on the ground. So I want you to feel that sacrum that's touching the ground. And you'll also start to feel your hip flexors in the front of your legs start to warm up a little bit. Keep breathing deeply. I like to close my eyes because when you take that sense away, it's even easier to be connected to the body, to feel the body. So I like to close my eyes, but you can do whatever you want. Okay, and rotate the knees the opposite way, all the way around, nice and slow, really just exploring the different angles again. Really feeling the outline of your sacrum against the ground. Making sure that the shoulders stay down and back, shoulder blades against the mat. Good. And now we're going to bring the feet on the ground. Okay, so a lot of people who suffer from lower back pain have a weak core and these weak lower abs. Okay, and same with me. I have to work on this every day in order to keep my low back from hurting. And I have a few fractures in my lower back ever since I was 15. So these are some of the exercises that I've had to do in order to keep my back feeling good. So this one's very basic, and we're going to do a few of these together. But what you're going to do is you're going to tuck your pelvis under and then really seal your lower back on the ground. So if I were to put my hand underneath here, I can't go through because I'm sealing it. Then I'm going to suck my belly button down towards my spine. So when you suck your belly button down, you can feel the transverse abdominis, that sheath that holds your stomach together right here. You can feel those muscles turn on, okay? And we're going to suck it in. You can even like touch your belly right here. You can feel them kind of turning on, okay? And we're going to hold for another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Let everything relax in this area. Taking nice deep breaths. Making sure that the shoulders are still down and back. Making sure that the chin is still tucked. Okay, and we're going to do it again. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, tuck your pelvis under. Suck your belly button in and hold it here. Continue to breathe, sucking your belly button down towards the ground for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep sucking in. 4, 3. Keep breathing. 2, and 1. Let it go. Let everything go. So I know this is kind of a little bit awkward if you haven't held yourself in this position before, but you'll get used to it. So let's do a few more. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. Tuck the pelvis under, suck the belly button down, suck the belly button all the way towards the spine, and we'll breathe here, keeping everything cinched for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. If this seems pretty easy for you guys, you can make it a little more challenging by walking your feet out so that there is less of an acute angle between your knees. That's gonna create a little bit more curve in the spine here, so then you'll have to work a little bit harder to suck it back down. Okay, so that's an option. We'll do 2 more together. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Tuck the belly, tuck the pelvis under, suck the belly button towards the spine, and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7. Every exhale, you're cinching even tighter. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Nice deep breaths. We'll do 1 more together. Here we go. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Tuck the pelvis, suck the belly button down and back. Down towards the ground and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Good. Hug your knees to your chest and just squeeze them very gently a few times, forward to back, forward to back. Good. And now we're going to interlace our hands on the right shin, extend the left leg long. So once you have a good grip, we're going to roll the shoulders down and back. Make sure this knee is going out towards the armpit, and you still want to keep that pelvic tuck. Okay, you still want that lower back on the ground here. So you can still work on keeping that belly button sucked in towards the ground. Okay, and once your knee is here, you'll feel a little bit of compression in the hip flexor, and that's okay. Just take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to squeeze that knee a little bit closer. Deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze using your bicep muscles, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale, let it go. Bring your right arm out to a T. Keep your left arm where it is. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, guide the knee across the body as you look to the right and just relax that knee all the way down. Sealing the right shoulder blade onto the ground. The right shoulder blade does not come up. Just looking to your right hand, taking nice deep diaphragmatic breaths and bringing all of your awareness into the spine here. I want you to be able to locate the part of your spine that is feeling this the most. And wherever that is, take a nice deep breath into that spot. And as you exhale, allow the breath to dissolve any tension or any resistance that you find. Take 1 more deep breath in here. As you exhale, just completely relax. Let your body relax. Good. And then slowly come back to center. Hug both knees to your chest to realign your spine very gently. And then you're going to interlace your hands on the left shin, extend the right leg long. Roll the shoulders down and back, tuck the chin. We want the spine still long, tuck the pelvis under. Make sure there's no spot underneath the lower back. It's sealed to the ground. Hug the knee to the armpit. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, hug the knee to the armpit just a little bit deeper. Deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze using the bicep muscles, keeping the shoulders down. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze. Left arm reaches out to a T, right hand stays. Deep breath in. On the exhale, guide the knee across the body. Look to the left. Keep that left shoulder blade on the ground this time. And just relax. As you breathe, begin to locate the area in the spine that has some tension in it. Use your breath and awareness to dissolve some of that tension. Find where you are resisting. Take a nice deep breath into that space. Exhale. Let it dissolve. Let it dissolve some of that tension. One more deep breath. And exhale, let it go. Slowly bring yourself back up to center. Hug the knees to the chest. Roll a few times. Forward to back. Forward to back. And you can either rock yourself all the way up, or you can get yourself up however way you want to. Okay? Now, we're going to come onto all fours. Okay, and we're going to do a few basic cat and cows. So move very slowly and very gently, because when we start to move the spine in these different ways, if you have a spine injury or if your muscles are super tight, you're going to find some areas in between your vertebra that are extra tense. So I want you to move really slowly so that you can really feel where those spots are for you. Okay, spread your hands wide, press your fingertips into the mat. Your hands should be right underneath your shoulders. Your knees should be right underneath your hips. On the inhale, you're going to drop the belly down, squeeze the shoulders back, look up, be gentle with your spine. As you exhale, press away from the mat, tuck the chin, tuck the tail, create space behind your heart. Continue to breathe just like that, nice and fluid. Inhaling, dropping the belly down. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, press away from the mat. Create space in between the vertebrae. Now continue on, inhaling at your own pace, but just moving with the breath. Exhaling for cat. And we'll do one more. Inhale. Drop the belly. Exhale. Press away. Okay, inhale, come back to tabletop position and plant your hands, maybe one handprint in front of where they just were. And now tuck your toes and then start to push your hips up towards the sky. Okay, you can leave your knees bent if you need. Okay, the most important part here is that you're pressing deeply in through all 10 of your fingers and you're pushing your heart backwards so that your spine is really straight. Okay, so we don't want to be like this. This is a plank, okay? We want to push our heart back. And if you can press your heels to the mat and get your knees straight, that's great. If not, no worries. Bend your knees, heels are up, and just try to get your heart closer to your toes, okay? Now from here, we're just going to start to very gently walk out our downward facing dog. Okay, and as you move, you're going to start to feel a sensation in the back of each leg. Okay, and it'll probably start towards your heel and it'll go all the way up to where these hamstring muscles attach into your glute. Okay, so I want you to really focus on that feeling behind your legs, taking nice deep breaths. Now from here, we're going to bring the right leg all the way up, if you can, towards this right pinky. Okay, so I know it's a big stretch, However you can get your leg up here is fine. But then we're going to drop down to this back knee and untuck the toes. Okay, so we're going to get into a really deep hip flexor stretch. So like I said, if you have lower back pain, chances are your hip flexors are really tight and they're just pulling your back a little bit out of alignment. So this is a really good exercise to deeply release that tension in the hip flexor. Okay, so your hand should be in the middle of your feet. Try to get that right foot up as high as it'll go. Okay, and then from here, we're gonna inhale, shrug the shoulders back, look up, stretch the whole front part of your body. As you exhale, tuck your chin down and drop that right hip just a little bit more to the ground. You should be able to isolate and feel that deep hip flexor stretch. You might even feel it in the back, because one of your hip flexors attaches in your back, okay? So inhale, chest opens, neck looks up. Exhale, chin tucks. Drop the hip down. We'll do a few more just like that with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Hold it down here. Drop that left hip just a little bit more if you can. Take one more deep breath. I want you to send your breath into your hip flexor where you feel this. And as you exhale, let the breath dissolve. Okay. Good. Now we're going to do a little more movement with the body, and we're going to work into this right hamstring as well. Okay? So you're going to inhale, same thing, look up, look straight forward. As you exhale, you're going to walk your hands back and then straighten out that right leg. So super deep stretch in the hamstring and even all the way up to the glute here. Okay? We're going to take a couple deep breaths here. One more deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, just kind of drop that right hip down a little bit to be in alignment with the other one. Okay, and we're going to see if we can flow through this. So you're going to walk your hands forward, bend the right knee, inhale. Exhale, walk the hands back, straighten out the right leg. Move with the breath. Inhale, walk forward. Exhale, walk back. Good. One more. Inhale. And exhale, walk it back. Good. We're going to stay here for a moment, get a little bit deeper into this right side. So place your right hand on the other side of your foot. You're going to take a deep breath in, tent your fingertips, kind of straighten out your back. As you exhale, very gently, you're going to bend your elbows and come a little bit closer to your thigh. You don't need that much movement. Deep breath in. Shrug the shoulders back, straighten your back. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale. Exhale, bending at the waist just a tiny little bit. And one more time, deep breath in. This time, exhale and then drop your head and neck down. Good. Notice the sensations, especially behind that right leg, maybe all the way up into the glute and into the lower back even, and just take nice deep breaths here. Always trying to pull that right hip down and back so that it's in alignment with the left one and it's not hiked up. Good. Now walk your hands all the way back out. Place your right hand on the inside of the right foot again. We're going to bring that foot back to meet the other one, and then tuck the toes, push back into your down dog again. Just push it all the way back. So you can already feel the difference in between your legs right now. So the left hamstring is going to feel a little tighter because we didn't stretch it yet. And then that right hip flexor is going to feel tight because we didn't stretch that yet. So see if you can kind of feel the difference in your legs here. Just by pushing your heels down, trying to get your heart closer to your toes. See if you can feel the difference in your legs. Good. Now we're going to look forward and bring that left leg up to the left pinky. Drop the right knee down. Hands are spread really wide on the mat. And here we go. Inhale, shrug the shoulders down and back, look up. Exhale, chin to chest, drop that right hip energetically towards the mat. Inhale, shrug the shoulders down, look up. Exhale. Chin down, hip down. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Just a few more. Inhale. Really lift up out of the crown of your head. Exhale. Last two. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Open up your chest. Really open up your throat. Exhale. Tuck your chin down. Drop your right hip a little closer to the ground. And we'll take one more deep breath here, sending our breath right into that hip flexor, right where you can feel it. And as you exhale, allowing the breath to dissolve that spot. Okay, now we're going to move with the breath. Inhale, shrug the shoulders down and back, look up. Exhale, walk your hands slowly back as you slowly start to straighten out that left leg. We'll hang out here for a moment so we can kind of feel where we're at. Remember, we want to drop this hip down a little bit so that it's in alignment with the other one. Okay, and now make sure that this foot is flexed back a little bit. It's okay if you have a little bend in your knee. Okay, now we'll move with the breath. Walk the hands all the way out. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, walk the hands all the way back. Flex the foot, kind of straighten it out. Inhale, walk it forward. Look up. Exhale, walk it back. Look down. Just two more. Inhale, walking all the way up. Exhale, walking all the way back. Last one. Inhale, walk it forward. Shrug the shoulders down and back. Exhale, walk it back. Sit the hips back. Good. From here, we'll get a little bit deeper. Take the left hand, place it on the other side. Okay, and try to drop that left hip down. Notice how you can feel that in the lumbar spine there. Take a deep breath in, tent to your fingertips. Straighten out your back. As you exhale, bend at the waist just a little bit. Deep breath in, shrug the shoulders back. Exhale, bend the elbows just a tiny little bit. We don't want to push ourselves past our point, past our edge. We just want to use the breath to gently create a little bit more space. Two more deep breaths. Deep breath in, shrug your shoulders back. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Now on the exhale, completely drop the head and neck very slowly. Begin to locate these sensations that you feel in the back of your body. Where do they go? Wherever they go, use your breath to release any resistance or tension that you're finding in the back body. Keep that hip down and square with the right Good. And then walk your hands all the way forward. Bring your left hand on the inside of the left foot. And then we'll bring that left knee back. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
And we'll be back in tabletop position. Okay, from tabletop, tuck the toes and push the hips all the way back into a down dog. Again, walk your dog back and forth. You should notice that your legs feel a little bit more even, which is what we're going for. Okay. Good. Now lower yourself back down onto the ground. We'll do one more round of cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly down, squeeze the shoulders back. Look up, exhale, press away from the mat. Tuck your chin, tuck your tail. Good. Now we're going to bring our legs around. We're going to end on our backs. Okay? So we're going to roll back onto our backs again. Kind of roll a few times, reconnecting our spine to the earth. Okay, we're going to finish with a figure 4 stretch to stretch our piriformis muscles, which are these muscles that are in our glutes that can also get really, really tight and can be one of the many culprits of lower back pain. So we're going to plant our feet down on the ground. We're going to take the right foot, cross it over the left, keep the right foot flexed, and keep both of your hips on the ground. Okay? So from even right here, you can kind of start to push this knee, but don't let your hips come off the ground. You can kind of feel that cavity of your hip, that hip cavity, where your femur is in the pelvis. You can kind of stretch that a little bit. Now make sure your chin is tucked down, shoulders down and back. We always want our spine to be as straight as possible. You're going to take your fingers, reach through and grab onto the back of your left leg. Now we want to try to keep the lower back on the ground. We don't want to lift it up. So keep the low back on the ground, keep the head on the ground. You're going to take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to gently pull this left knee a little bit closer to your chest. And you're going to feel this nice stretch in the piriformis on the right glute. Take another deep breath in. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. And exhale, pull. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Gentle pull. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Gently pull. Good. And relax. And we'll switch sides. Left foot over the right. Keep that left foot flexed. Keep the hips on the ground. Make sure everything else is in alignment. Interlace your hands behind the right foot. And here we go. Shrugging the shoulders down and back. Taking a deep breath in. And then exhale, gently pull. Deep breath in. Exhale, gently pull just a little bit more. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, pull. Keep that lower back on the ground. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Pull. And we'll hold it here for just 1 more deep breath in. Let it go. Good. Now bring both feet on the ground, hip width distance apart, and you're going to reach your fingers down so that you can start to touch your toes. So So we just want to do one glute bridge just to make sure our pelvis is in alignment. So we're going to do the same thing that we did before, tucking the pelvis under, sucking the belly button down towards the ground, keeping the chin tucked. Exhale all your air out through your mouth. And on the inhale, drive through your heels. Squeeze your glutes together. Squeeze it up. And we're just going to hold it with the glutes tucked under, pelvis tucked under. Sucking the belly button in for 5, 4. Squeeze your butt. 3, 2, and 1. Lower it all the way down here. Hug the knees to the chest. Good. You're going to squeeze yourself into a tiny little ball. So squeeze yourself as hard as you can. Squeeze your toes. Squeeze everything. Squeeze, 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 squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just relax completely in Shavasana. Again, make sure your pelvis is tucked under as much as it'll go. Let your hands fall out wide. Let your feet fall out wide. We'll just take a few deep breaths here together, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose all the way down to the belly. Full, complete exhale. Just letting the back of your body melt into the ground. Another deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go completely. Let everything go. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Let every point of contact between your body and the floor just melt together. Let the back of your head relax. Let your shoulder blades and the back of your arms completely melt into the ground. Let your glutes and the back of your legs all the way down into your heels. Let the whole back of your body just mesh with the ground. Let everything soften. Releasing any energy that no longer serves your highest and best good. Just letting go of any of that energy, letting it be recycled back into the earth to be used for something new and good. Every time you exhale, you have an opportunity to release what is no longer serving you. Now begin to bring some movement back into your fingers, back into your toesies, back into your ankles. Move your head and your neck. Give the back of your head a nice massage. Interlace your hands. Reach them all the way up and over your head. Wall-to-wall stretch. Bring your knees up and roll either to the right or the left into the fetal position. Whatever one you like is fine. Your right hand is on the ground in front of your belly. I want you to take a moment here with your eyes closed. I want you to envision your body is surrounded by a beautiful white light. Okay, and as you take a deep breath in, you allow that beautiful healing light in through all of your pores of your body. And as you exhale, that light expands to all the other cells in your body. So all the space that we created in the body, we're now filling it back up with divine light. With the universal source energy. And that energy knows exactly what you need. So all you have to do is allow it in. Taking nice deep breaths. bringing it into your body. Good. Now with the help of your right hand or whatever hand's on the ground, begin to push yourselves all the way back up into comfortable seated position, facing me. Bring your hands to your heart center in prayer and just take a moment to set your intention for the rest of the day today. And whatever intention you choose, I want you to really feel that intention. So you're not just saying it in your head, but you're really feeling it. You're embodying that energy that you want to feel, that you want to manifest. You're creating it from within. Now bring your thumbs up to your third eye center. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, bow down to seal your practice today. And from my heart to yours, namaste. Again, I would like to thank you all for joining me. And I hope you all have a beautiful day.